the only real obstacle that Japan has now left in India, or should I say British Ra, is Bombay, pretty much. Or actually, they do have Ceylon left, the British, but and also actually there are a couple of pockets, but it's good that Japan has more or less defeated the British in Asia.
Yeah, they also need to close some of their pockets. Or I mean, not pockets. No, you got me confused. Islands in the Sea of Japan.
Yeah.
You know, Tanutuva, for example, Tibet, which is also an island that Nepal is part of.
Yeah, just on land.
Probably the first
land
one
island.
to call Tibet an island, but whatever.
Yeah.
Then we also have Sichuan. Wait, is Sichuan? No, it's nationalist China. Well, and the problem is that nationalist China and the place we cannot pronounce, starting with Meng, are both puppets of the Japanese Empire. And I have my puppet over here, Russia.
Menkuko.
Mengkuko.
Sounds like some kind of chocolate or something.
Sounds delicious.
Also, the British do have northern Borneo, so that's always something. They got that going for them.
Yeah, but, I mean, for some reason...
Indochina, Vichy France, yeah.
Let's just say that the AI in Hearts of Iron 4 is having some issues overall when it comes to naval, and Japan especially, since they have made zero progress when it comes to naval efforts and all the progress when it comes to land effort.
Yeah. I mean,
at this point, Dutch East India shouldn't be a thing. They should all be part of Japan or occupied by Japan.
Yeah, they have a weird sense of priority in that sense that, I guess it's just that they can't really use naval units as they should be doing technically.
Probably something to do with that.
If they were, like you said, I think they would have taken the Dutch areas by now, but well.
Well, I can only hope that they will...
Speaking of the Dutch and the Belgians, things aren't looking so well on the African front, I think. For a long while it's been stable, but I feel like the Anglo-American forces are advancing like they haven't done before.
In which specific?
Well,
place?
like I mean Dutch Belgium.
Yeah, Dutch Belgium.
Dutch Belgium. What should we call that front? The middle.
We should call it the phony front, since nothing has ever happened on it.
Yeah, it is kind of the phony front. You're not too wrong about that. Meanwhile,
but apparently I am still wrong, even though
well,
I was right.
Nah, it's I just can't really admit you being right.
Seems about right.
It's a bit dumb though in the West how that pocket sort of it grows, it shrinks, it's just nationalist Spain is going to lose like 4 divisions there unless we save it, so that should be done. But then you also have, I say you because I think we agreed like 5 videos and thus like a couple of months back in real time that Monrovia would be your sort of, or like the southern front would be yours there, but
yeah,
that looks a bit too difficult right now. 9 infantry regiments or divisions.
You should never underestimate Nazi Germany when it comes to this stuff.
To be fair,
I am a master of the unexpected. I am some sort of wizard, perhaps a magician, you might say, which I would rank as lower than wizard, but still, go with it. I just kind of need to get some troops over here. Can I just get all my troops? I mean, since where did I get? Oh yeah, I could send extra troops due to Russia being completed.
Depleted.
Why do you have 150? No, it's Spain. It looked like you had 150 divisions in, Spain itself, which seemed a bit weird. But I mean, just that national Spain has 150 divisions is immense. I have commented on that before, so never mind me. I'm just trying to get my bearings, and I need to get my air force up. I'm still preparing for the invasion of the British Isles, but let's just say they're not easy. They're not easy. Not by any means. Anyway, we probably,
Should we start the time?
Yeah, some hours
so
will pass here and there.
Where are we now? We're about like, well, when the Western powers would have. When did we start World War II again? Was it 1939? I don't remember now. I remember like when we faced each other in Germany versus France, which we must never speak of again.
Which we will speak of many times, I might say.
I think we started like exactly like maybe 2nd of September or something to emulate the sort of effect, but I don't remember what it was like in this playthrough. Do you remember?
No, I actually don't remember. I mean,
Yeah,
so many things have happened since.
Yeah, either way, if we're taking the sort of regular time frame on things, then 1944, that's... I'd say we're doing pretty well considering how long the United States has been in the war.
Yeah, I think we have done... I mean, we have done more than people could expect of us. Or at least more than people could expect of you.
Better than nothing, in other words. Yeah.
Pretty much. Let's see, I could probably... Wait, I need to redo all my... I wanted to be, like... I wish there was a way to order the list of production into categories of sorts, so all the ones with weapons free would be, near each other, and all the ones, artillery should be near, and so on. Because that would be easier to get, like, an overview of how much I'm producing. But I think I can add some more weapons equipment production.
Something I'd love is in the constructions tab, if you had a sort of button that just goes like, send to the top of priority immediately.
Well, they do.
Do they?
You just need to hold down shift.
Ah, what? Is this real?
It is real. It is.
It is. It is what it is. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try this out now. Hold down shift.
I mean, sometimes it's a shame that people can't see what you're doing.
Amazing. No, I think that's for the best, really.
One of these days, we should have a playthrough where you are the one recording, so people can really, really get in on the naughty and criticize you.
Yeah.
Until you don't really want to be alive anymore.
I saw someone commented on YouTube. I think it was on your other video. Something along the lines of, "Well, next time maybe you can." At least do a half-assed job at the Air Force or something like that.
Well, I mean, the guy was not wrong.
Yeah,
I will be the first one to admit that my combined arms, management is not up to where it needs to be.
Combined arms management, is it just like the use of the different branches of the
armed forces? Like when you're making an advance, like right now in Africa, I don't even think we're using any Air Force, which is just completely.
I think I have my Air Force on the scene though. I mean, yeah, I have them in Algeria.
That doesn't really help too much. But I mean, for example, I could, and I probably will now, build like a air base in the south here. Let's say French West Africa. Let's make a level 2 air base there. Because now I want to do something about it. I'm in agreement. And I will show this by actually doing something about it.
Yeah, see, there is a problem.
You're lagging behind. That's an issue, yeah.
Am I?
I got the message. Will you slow down the game? We were only on speed 2.
Oh, there. Well, I got the message now, so that should say that I'm lagging.
We should set up some sort of Kickstarter for you to get a new computer.
Yeah, that's what's needed at this point.
Yeah.
I realized that a big problem for me in Africa is that Algeria only can only support 1,000 airplanes, like I think most airfields really, but that means that I can't have that many. I need to retreat with some planes or like send them away. Send them away.
Oh yeah, I think. Hold on. I think
I'm holding.
I think that most of my, Soviet lands are now free from, partisanship or stuff like that, because they're technically my territory, not occupied anymore. Mm-hmm. Which is pretty interesting in a very weird way that, okay, so in the peace deal, we got this territory, and the natives or the inhabitants are like, oh, sure, we're German now. We don't care.
Okay, so I was wondering, like, why won't my Air Force move, but we didn't have the time on. Damn it, there's 8 divisions national in Spain that are surrounded as of right now. How did they get there?
And I just realized something very obvious that I should have used to organize my air forces before. Like if I'm in the strategic air map mode and I click on, for example, the English Channel, I get a list of all the air bases in the vicinity. and how many airplanes are there, and how much the max is on that airbase. So here I can see that in Champagne, instead of looking through them manually, each and every single one on the map, I can see, oh, there's 1,000 airplanes, and there's a capacity of 2,000 there. And I just click on it, I will get up the airbase, and I can add more airplanes to it. Pretty nifty, I gotta say.
Do you get only your closest ones, or?
Yeah, the closest ones.
Okay, yeah. Because my closest ones are in like Italy.
Or
like
technically, I think I get every place where I have airplanes.
All right. Yeah.
Because I see Pomerania 1,689 kilometers away.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Or wait, what is it? Fighters? Yeah, so it got to be that. I was thinking maybe it was the ones who could reach that area. Since there are different types of airplanes that can reach different, distances.
I think I've mentioned this before, but I do think that the interface for like air, but also probably naval matters is a bit. The thing is, I would say that it's a bit difficult, but I think it has to do with the nature of how warfare is generally seen, because like naval warfare and especially air warfare surely isn't like something that people are used to getting that much. I mean, it's mainly the army's movements, or like the armed forces, and thereby the army or so. It usually doesn't focus that much on like how like air strategy is performed and stuff. So at least I think that I'm pretty like inexperienced, and I don't really know like how to utilize my planes in the best way. I know that there's probably a lot of gamers out there, like, that have figured it out, but like my main skill from Hearts of Iron 4 is just like and I say skill very loosely here, but it's just like using common sense when it comes to like army management or so. But I can't use that skill the same way with the Air Force, I don't think.
I mean, for example, I'm warming up more and more to the strategic air map mod and the way to use it for the airplanes. Like the more I try to use it, the more I kind of figure out of how it works and what I need to do to, understand it and see immediately like, oh, I need to do this and I need to do this to organize my whatever. So I think it's more a case of getting used to it, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I said, but or what I meant at least. But and it's going to be a bit easier with the army in general, and also the obvious factor being that most of us have played Paradox games before, other Paradox games, and army-wise it's pretty similar. But when you throw in the Navy and the Air Force, it's a quite a different game like that, and I guess that's where I don't think we're the only ones. I think you're doing better than I am, obviously, but I don't think I'm the only one who has a bit of an issue with this.
You probably are. I mean, have you looked? Do you know if you're the only one?
No, I don't have any evidence. No, I don't. I guess
so you could technically still be the only one.
So
you could be unique. You could be like a unicorn.
What is going on here? Is Squadra di Taranto? Can I attack the American Navy? No? What's going on? Search and destroy.
Let's see here. How many airplanes do I get now? 22.8 per day, and I have 212 in surplus. I will need a hell of a lot more than that to challenge the Brits once again. Last time was a disaster. I need next time to... Holy fuck! There are like 10,000 airplanes there. English Channel.
Yeah, I remember you talking about those.
Yeah, but I mean, every time I look at it, I'm more shocked about how many there are. 10,000 airplanes.
It's kind of like those sort of incredible stories you heard about, like the British using, like they wanted the general public to like send in their pots and pans or something to use for building planes.
Yeah, and
I never knew if that's like a real story, but
I hopefully I can get to the point where I can just outproduce them, because I have the resources of pretty much all of Europe. I should be able to outproduce the little island. But they have also been stocking up on airplanes since the game's beginning, so
Yeah, didn't you check like after we were done with the last session? Like, didn't you just check how many they had or something?
I think I did, but I don't remember anything from that.
No,
Because I was curious just to see production-wise.
I think that's fine to do. Really, I mean, it's kind of like using the ledger in EU4. Although I do think the ledger is a bit stupid, but
Do they even have a ledger here? I want a ledger now.
I don't think we do. Oh, what is going on in Africa? It's going...
Well, I am closing down, I'm saying that, well, Liberia, you've been revoked or something.
It's just been revoked.
Yeah, I need to watch that movie.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. It's the greatest movie ever. If you don't count a lot of other good movies.